Welcome back, listener viewers, to Ikenfell. Hi, Fable.
Hey, Kyle.
We're we caught up to our backlog of recording.
Yeah, that's not supposed to happen.
Yeah, it's funny because we were talking about how much of a backlog we had and how we never catch up, and
About that.
Okay, so when last we left off, let's see. Saf never freed the Darkfold. It was something else. I'm going to get to the bottom of this. As I just switched into the Mareed voice halfway through because I forgot.
Okay.
Right, so we found out that Mareed... we found out that Saf tried to free something called the sapling from the Summerstone.
Right, and we saw
which had been merged with the Darkfold.
we saw Eldra's tragic backstory.
Yeah, and
You know what's funny? On the map, the Summerstone is still there.
it is. It's an illusion.
And so is death.
Right, so Eldra captured Saf and the big block.
No way.
It seems we've hit another wall. Literally. Actually, I guessed that one. How do we bust it? I've got a knife. This is Professor Radigan's work for sure. She's the only one who could manipulate stone of this scale. Radigan, the dueling instructor.
You know, the one with the crane. It's magic.
Dueling was Saf's favorite class. She would wax on about it. She was always disappointed that there wasn't actually any dueling involved. Sorry. Dueling used to be taught back in the old days, but Eldra and Radagund don't run that kind of school, so it's banned. Instead, the hall is used for meditation and strength testing your magic. So I take it that's where we're going? Professor Radagund created this, and likely only she can break it. The dueling hall is in the main schoolyard northwest of the Roost.
Alternatively, we break the window beside the door, and we go in that way.
I've got a knife.
That would work. I failed to see the problem. It's so weird.
I'm just now noticing how floppy Gilda's walk animation is. Flop, 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 flop.
Yeah.
Flop, 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 flop. Do we finally get to go in the punch door? Dueling hall. Stay fit or get hit. Great. Another wall. Let Gilda and I handle this one. It ain't a duel, but I'll take it. Ah, my precious punch girls. We rule.
We finally get to go in here.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Training dummy?
I love the X's for eyes.
Ember power.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Everything's gonna be like awesome.
Hmm. Well, didn't get Marie, but whatever. Teleport.
Okay, so I didn't catch or remember what Ember Power actually does.
It is a group attack buff, sort of like her thing that was originally just herself, I think.
Yeah. Okay, I remember that.
But maybe it's only in the one spot. That's interesting.
Dunno.
I completely forget how to play this game.
That's fine. I completely forget. Proceeds to get 3 grapes.
Well, that's just because it's Gilda. Gilda is great, just as a concept.
I forgot
Meteorite
how
is
to
good.
play the
Yeah.
game poorly, which means that I can play it average now.
Hope you don't mind, Ima. Shut up.
Oh my god. I'm a duck. What? Ah!
There we go. See, I'm pro at this game. I'm pro.
Have you considered that with Marit's, moon throwing powers, that she's basically Thanos but with a knife?
I mean, I think Thanos really would have won Avengers Endgame if he had had a knife.
He shouldn't have given it to Gamora. He would have been fine. He had that perfectly balanced knife, and everything would have been okay. And then he gave it away.
What? If you don't have enough power to lift the stone, you'll need to reach at least 60.
Power? Do we have a... Oh!
Oh, the stat. We're at 52. Interesting.
I mean, a lot of our
Good
stats
thing we've
are
already been
controlled by clothes. Is there any way that we can make Marit even more glass cannony? I don't think there is.
Very possibly. Like, we prioritize power, but we haven't, like, exclusively done power. Like, it just feels that way.
And
Now that I'm fully self-employed, I'm definitely a lot more inclined to do some taking care of myself health-wise. It's a lot easier when I'm working my own hours and not having to worry about, making it to work on time. Ooh, curry stew.
I've
Oh,
had
there's
the opposite experience.
Really?
Because, well, yeah, it's like, for me, it was, okay, the workout is something else that I can do before work. Like, that is a me thing. But now that I'm self-employed, it's like, well, shit, if I'm working out, I'm taking time away from the creative stuff. And that is definitely the wrong way to look at it. And
Yeah, I look at it as literally part of the job.
yeah, that's the
It's
smart
part of the
thing
job
to
I
do.
don't really like doing, but
That's the smart thing to do. And I'm trying to shift toward that. I've let myself like fall out of routine, and so what I'm wanting to do is like properly working out even at home into like the daily routine. And that's
makes sense.
yeah, it's a little difficult, but I think it'll be worth it. I'm gonna do all I can here at home before I like try and go to a gym again. I wish that I had more places around that I could like practice parkour stuff, because I find just like moving practically to be more engaging and fun than just like doing, you know, repetitive exercises, like, you know, things like push-ups or sit-ups or squats.
I very much like the idea of parkour, but I'm not sure I'd ever have the spoons to really practice it, if I'm being realistic.
It is surprisingly easy to get the basics down. I actually think that you could pull it off in like, in terms of the basics after you had the strength for it, you could pull off the basics of parkour in an afternoon.
Again, it's not so much about the time investment as much as the spoon investment. Like,
it's understandable.
Picking up a new skill is incredibly stressful, and on top of that, I definitely do not have the strength for it. I am a weak little baby noodle, and it's very difficult for me to be anything other than that.
That's fair. That's fair.
Lots of level ups.
Yeah, I tend to view it. Oh, okay.
Ooh.
I mean, I guess it is a skill. I try to view it more as just a fun thing. So, it's I don't know. It's weirdly classified in my brain. Ah. Do you want to voice them, or do you want me to voice them?
How about you voice them? I'm doing most of the party at this point.
That is fair. What am I doing here? Since you beat that baddie next door, I'll tell you. I'm setting up pranks for the next term. Dueling class is all about preparing for the worst, protecting yourself. So the way I see it, it's the perfect place to pull some pranks on folks. Not that I needed an excuse, but it's easier to get away with it this way.
Neat.
Do you like to do pranks at all? Some spells can place traps on the ground or conjure illusions. It might seem less effective than shooting your foe in the face, but nothing is quite as awesome as a good prank. You'd be surprised how effective it is when up against a tough enemy.
Okay, that's
Okay,
just
that's
the same
stuff.
She's interesting. I like her design.
Yeah, me too. Okay, am I doing this one as well? For the same reason?
No, I got it.
Alright, you're
If
probably
only
getting
because we have
the-
to dodge your animals. Professor Radagund? Hey, on. Ima? Students! What are y'all doing here?
It's a long story.
Rook? And Petronella? Now, there's a couple of faces I don't often see in these halls. I'm guessing you're not here for extracurricular workouts. Wink. Please, no. It's about the state of the school right now. Safe to assume you've noticed? I'm surprised to see so many of you here. Headmistress Eldra ordered us to lock things down. I somehow doubt she gave you lot permission to wander about. No, they're under my supervision right now. We have reason to believe Eldra is the cause of all this. Now that is something. And a serious accusation, Ima. And not the least of it. She's holding my sister hostage. Who? Your sister? This is Marit. She's Safina's sister. Of course. Of course the Hildegard girl is involved in all this.
Look, a literal god flew us to an ancient place and showed us what happened. I mean, that's just the way it happened.
You may not recognize her new demeanor, but Gilda is here too. Once you see what she and Marit can do, our story will be more credible. So please, hear us out. Spoken well, Ima. Now, make your case. Incredible. And now I have to rewrite the entire curriculum. Thanks, guys. Kidnappings, the Darkfold, the Coven? I know it's hard to believe, Professor, but if it came from anyone else, I would not. So you'll help us? Yes, under one condition. I must join the succession. Oh, I'm something about Ima.
Ima must join the succession. Blah, blah, blah.
Thank you. The what? The succession to be headmistress.
Oh.
But why me? I'm so young. I still have my thesis. I was young when Eldred chose me to be successor. We never got along. We still butt heads from time to time. But she wanted someone who would challenge her, as do I. So, if what you say is... Sorry, wrong voice. If what you say is true, and I believe you, Eldred's time as head of Ikenfell may be coming to an end. I cannot replace her until I have named a successor. I've already made my decision, but today you've solidified my choice. You're a great leader. I don't plan on being head of Ikenfell for long. To be honest, you'll be much better fit for the job.
I think you're a perfect fit.
Yeah.
Oh, right, that's me. You're the most popular professor in the school, Ima.
I will consider it. Please give me time to decide. Good enough for me. Now.
There's a shiny in it.
Something dirty is going on my school. So let's get to the bottom of it.
What?
I am your fitness teacher, and you have a tough fight ahead of you. Prove to me you can handle it. I wondered. That's rather shiny. I am thinking we actually call the episode here.
That makes sense.
And do the boss fight in the next one.
Cool.
So, yeah. Thank you everyone for joining, and we will see you next time.
Lates. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, you know, that stuff. You can find other ways to support Kyle in the link below, but don't forget to check out my stuff at Rhetorical Answers. Remember, a little goes a long way, even if it's just sharing with friends. Thanks again. Late.